Hello, Brad Darlin. Hello. Welcome and sorry for the delay. It's an exciting time for HayDays in 2025. It is my honor to be here today to not just represent this iconic brand, but more importantly, to share with you guys some of our plans for the future of our town. First, I'd like to thank every one of you out there as we worked through the last 135 days, I think it is as of today, with this acquisition. The support from all of you have been tremendous, beyond what we can imagine of building for the brand and what we need in the next. So thank you. Like I said, it's been 135 days from the acquisition, and our team has been very busy. We started by launching the 2026 model year snowmobiles the day after we essentially got the keys. That was a little bit challenging, but we had a great team that was already working on this, and we are bringing you guys awesome product in 2026. Shortly after that, we started working on the ATVs and side-by-side business and be able to launch a full line of ATVs and side-by-sides. And with the commitment and support, not only from you guys, but from our supply chain, we were able to start production, and we have ATVs, side-by-sides, and snowmobiles rolling off the line today. And that's because we have a dedicated team in Thief Falls and St. Cloud that we're able to get back to work and do what they do best and build a quality product for our snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. And I can proudly say that they were built right here in Minnesota. To our dealer partners, you are our lifeline. I stand here committed to providing you with the products and the tools and that will continue to move this brand forward in an effort to chase the checker flag. When it comes to racing, our deep history of winning has shown us what we can do for the brand and also for developing of the product. With that, I'm proud to say we are all in on racing. We are a team that understands power sports. Along with many other Arctic employees, I am a rider. My first race was on a 72 Kitty Cat. I was born and raised in the family power sports business. I went through the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Even after leaving Arctica in my first stint in 2016, I continued to ride. And believe me, it was green. Model Year 26 product was a significant milestone as we celebrate our 30th anniversary in the off-road business. A product that was way ahead of its time, and we are committed as a company to follow on that same approach by investing heavily in new products development for both off-road and for snowmobiles. We have an even the waiting for winter guy dropped out of his office gig to come back and join our team. Corey Halverson is going to go over what's under these two graphs. But before I get started to do that, I want to share with you what we are going to focus on as our three brand pillars. Arctic Cat is passion. This brand was born from passion. Every interaction is filled with intention, energy, and fun, ensuring riders feel our passion and always feel excited to be part of the brand. Arctic Cat is built on legacy. This brand was built by generations who bleed green. We honor what we've been riding by riding forward in the same grit, pride, and hometown soul that has always made Arctic Cat meaningful. And Arctic Cat is riders first. This brand is run by people who ride and was built for those who live to ride. Every decision, every machine, every message comes from the trail up, not the boardroom down. These three pillars is what Arctic Cat is built on. And when I'm asked to summarize what these would mean, it's very easy. Riders rule. By raising this flag, is a calling to everybody who loves to ride. Arctic Cat is here. We're on the gas. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Build this brand in the hands of riders. Thank you for your time. You sure have a lot of fun going on today, tomorrow, but we are going to bring you guys the product that you can all be proud of. So thank you very much.
Well, I've gotten a chance to be up here a few times for the last few years. I'd like to say right off the bat, thank you, Brad, for taking a chance back in on Arctic Cat. When Brad and I got to talk a little bit this winter after, we were informed that things were not going so good with Arctic Cat, and Brad took the chance on us, stepped it up. I couldn't be happier for somebody that could take over this company than Brad. I worked for Brad before, and I know his passion for the product. Not only to strive to make a better product, but his passion for Arctic Cat. You would not be able to find a better person to take over this company. And he's my boss, so I gotta kind of suck up to him, right? So it's been quite a haul the last few years. When we released the Catalyst a few years ago, it was amazing to see the passion that all our customers and the snowmobile riders had for the new brand. And then when we released the 858, it was another great event, and we were so excited about it. When things happened last year, when things were really slowing down with the company, our engineering team stepped up and worked extremely hard to continue, because we knew that somebody was going to take over, and we wanted the right people. We wanted to have the right product ready to go. So the guys continued to work extremely hard to make sure that when the trigger got pulled in April, towards the end of April, what Brad said was right, is we released a new lineup that had been fully tested, was ready to go in the can, ready to go. And so it really put us into a great position. So far, Brad has been very challenging to us to continue that with the riders rule, that what we learn from customers is what the product needs to be. So we'll continue to strive for that. What's also pretty cool is because of his background and because of the history with our company that nobody else has, as passionate as our customer base is, we like to go back and we look at, what did we do in the past? 1996 was the first Bearcat 454. So we thought, hey, it's 2026. The math really quick, that's 30 years. We ought to do something for the Bearcat, reminisce about the Bearcat. So I'd like to unveil what we plan on doing this year is we're offering the retro look of the Bearcat 600. Nice. So it looks like the 96 Bearcat, but it's a bit better than the 96 Bearcat. But what it does share is that it's a very durable vehicle, great engine that's built in St. Cloud, Minnesota, not Mexico, not China, St. Cloud, Minnesota, and assembled in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Not someplace else. But so it's got the aluminum wheels, bumper, electronic actuation, front wheel diff lock. I mean, it's everything you're going to need. There's not going to be a lot of them that'll build, so this will be your one chance. You have to wait another 30 years before you get the next 60-year version, but 30 years of Bearcat, very proud of it. Glad to be able to provide it to you guys and get us back on an Arctic Cat ATV. Okay, so the next one, talking about snow, because this is the official start of winter. You'll see some new sleds out there. They're kind of covered up, but I want to start with the HCX. So that's the Hardcore Extreme. That model was born from discussions with customers like yourselves, but also with our Scandinavian customers. They wanted a mountain sled that could withstand hitting huge jumps, hitting rocks and logs and whatever you name it. That's how they like to ride over there. So we developed a snowmobile that's got heavily braced twin rail rear suspension, a longer heat exchanger in the tunnel because they do a lot of spring riding, and you ride on the trail, and you ride it just specifically a mountain sled. You can get hot, so we give them a little more cooling, and we gave them a lay-down post. So that type of sled was built for the Scandinavian riders that asked for it, but there's also a lot of North American riders that were also asking for it. So we were very proud to be able to provide a vehicle like that by listening to the customer. The next sled next to it is the HCR, the Hill Climb Racer. So we're very proud of our Hill Climb racing team. We have a very good stable of racers, and there's things that they do on a hill climb racing circuit that maybe they felt they needed a twin rail better. Same again where the rails are heavily braced, this time with a vertical steering post, the sled that's going to get them to the top of the hill the fastest, the HCR. But right next to it we have the M mountain sled with the Alpha suspension as well. So it's really, before it was, well, do you like a twin rail? Do you like the Alpha? We're going to build them both. And it's not just a twin rail that was before, it's a twin rail that's been updated with the geometry of the Alpha, but also heavily braced rails, so that thing is going to, if you can bend those rails, I would like you to come visit us, because we're going to hire you as a test ride. All right, we'll get your name. Now, be advised though, when it's 20 below, you still have to test. So everybody wants to be a test rider until it's 20 below zero. The next sled that we are very proud of is the EXT Special. And it's right over there. It's the purple Power Lube color. It's way back from the 71 EXT Special. And we did it as an EXT Special because the EXT Special back in those days was, as the term, it was, does anybody know what EXT stands for?
Exterminator.
Exterminator. That's right. Exterminating the competition. That's where it came from. So we're like, okay, what can we do to make this sled special? Not only go back to the cool 71's graphics, like the muscle cars of the day, we put power steering on it. So it's like, power steering, why do you need power steering on a snowmobile? If you've ridden any snowmobile with deep lug skis, it's hard to turn, but you grip in the corners very well. We put power steering on there, it's effortless, you stick to the ground, stick to the snow. We put an ice ripper track on the back. We took the 4 shocks are all adjustable by the handlebars. So the ski shocks, the front track, and the rear track shock are all controlled by the handlebar. So that gives you the ultimate ride. I was riding snowmobile a few years ago when we first developed the Catalyst. Had a great day. It was a nice sunny, cold day. Hitting the crossings, the corners, and I thought, man, this Catalyst works better than anything I've ever ridden. I don't know how we're going to make it better. That made it better. The power steering is amazing. So hopefully you'll get a chance to ride one this winter, and you'll feel how much it changes how you ride. I mean, looking at this ATV right here, back in '96, it didn't have power steering. Today, when you ride an ATV, it's pretty rare that you wouldn't want to ride one without power steering. It's the same thing on a snowmobile, and we had it. So today, because the question was, oh, that's an 858. I like a 600. 600s work extremely well. They're great on fuel. They're very powerful still. They're just maybe a little quieter, just a very great package. So today, we're unveiling the ZR600 EPS. So this model, our ZR600, is set up like the ZR Snow Pro. It has an AC 5S shocks, 5-position, ski, front arm, and rear track. But now you get the electronic power steering. It just released to you guys today. It's going to be an amazing sled. We're excited to get it out there. Cool graphics. So our lineup is really something that we've really pushed on to be able to get what the customer is asking for. Because like Brad said, riders rule. What you guys want is what our jobs are to design and make. So We're very proud and very happy to be able to have something for you for this coming season, something new. Get it out. Dealers will have some as demos, and I would strongly say you need to get out and try it. If you're skeptics, because I know on Facebook tonight they'll say, power steering, who needs power steering? Believe me, when you ride it, you'll be impressed. So thank you very much for everything about coming out. Such a great crowd. I just love coming here, seeing all the passion for our sport and our brand. And thank you. A great weekend.